Dr. Shahana here. I was just on the Top Self podcast, so check it out. It was an incredible conversation, and something really interesting that came up was this idea of when you share your story, whether it be with a loved one, a colleague, a friend, even a therapist or a physician, why are you sharing your story? And one of the things that I've found over and over and over again is that you really need to check yourself. Are you sharing your story to gain support, to gain advice, to gain perhaps a different perspective, to vent? All of those things are fine. But I caution you against the other thing, which is sharing your story with the sole purpose of garnering acceptance. And I think it's because I fell into this trap myself as well. When I first started talking about postpartum anxiety, depression, and then finally used the right words, which was postpartum OCD, I found myself almost doing this pause, as if I would say postpartum OCD, lean in and wait for the other person to lean in towards me, wait for the other person almost to give me that reassurance, that acceptance, to fill in that blank of, it's okay, you're not crazy, it's okay, I've got you, it's okay, you're not flawed. And I think I was really grateful that I had people that, unbeknownst to me, were already giving me that type of feedback and message. But I realized if I had someone who leaned back, if I had someone who looked away, if I had someone who gave me that look on their face as if, oh, yeah, I don't get that, or oh, yeah, that's too crazy, or yeah, that's too much for me to handle right now, I think it would have silenced my story. I honestly don't think I would be here being able to say those words, postpartum OCD, that didn't leave my lips for the first however many years after I suffered from it. So I think asking yourself the question, when you do decide to share your story, if and when you do decide to share your story, or even talk about your story, are you doing it for support, or are you doing it for acceptance? And if it's just solely for acceptance, that's where I would check yourself. I'll see you next time on Dr. Shahana.